everyone, it's Adele here. What I want to talk to you today about is something that I've been fascinated with for a long time, and that is when we mentally rehearse success in our minds. So it's the kind of thing that athletes do when, maybe before they run a race, they'll run the race in their mind first. And they see themselves winning the race, and then they go on to, run the race in reality, and, we'll see that success in real life as well. So I just find it such a fascinating subject, and it's something that I've sort of read about lots and lots in the past. So everyone can actually see a mental picture in their mind. Everybody can do this. If I asked you right now to just imagine the colour of your front door, look at your front door, see the front door of your house in your mind, you would know exactly what colour it was. You'd be able to see it vividly. You'd see the, where the letterbox was, where the doorbell was, things like that. So everybody can do it. That just proves that everybody can do it. What tends to happen is that we tend to see the things in our minds that we don't want a lot clearer than those that we do want. And this is where, the challenge arises, because the things that we do want quite often get pushed to a little corner of our minds because, deep down, perhaps we feel like we don't deserve them, we'll never get them, we don't feel good enough to achieve them. So they get pushed into this little corner, and we seem to focus on the things that we don't want in our lives. And we're mentally rehearsing those all the time, like day in, day out, going over the same things that are not really having a great impact on how our life is turning out. So we need to change it round, and we need to spend time visualizing these positive patterns and the things that we want to happen in our lives. So let's say, for example, you're wanting to achieve a certain goal at the end of the next year. Then you can vividly rehearse how that's going to pan out in your mind first. So if there's a certain thing that you want to achieve, just spend some time each day, close your eyes and just imagine what it would be like when that actually happens for you. So I've used this thing, I've used it so many times and prove that it works with lots of different things in my life. I've used it to attract a car, my dream car, which was a mini cabriolet. And I used to visualize myself in my existing car driving down the road I had the windows wound down. If it was a nice day, I'd have the music blaring. I'd pretend that the steering wheel was the chunky leather one of the Mini. And I just, did this time and time again. And eventually, after 6 months, I was driving that Mini for real. It happened. I've done it with, with houses. I've done it with dogs. It's just happened so many times in my life now that I know it works. And the more time you spend mental picturing, the more successful you'll become. The brain doesn't actually know the difference between what's real and what's in your imagination. So that's why it's so powerful, because if you spend time doing this visualization process and going over it in your mind, the brain just thinks that it's happening already. So it's something really, really powerful. And, it obviously will take a lot of practice. You've got to get used to it. It's something new. But if you can just spend a little bit of time each day, just, mentally rehearsing your success journey, even, maybe start with something really small, like a goal that you want to achieve this month, and just, imagine what it would be like. I've done it with things like public speaking as well. If I've got an event coming up that I've been nervous about and not sure how it's going to go, I've imagined it being a real success, and I've imagined the audience standing up at the end and clapping for me. And then I've imagined people coming up to me afterwards saying, asking questions and saying how they enjoyed it. So that's, something else you can do for specific, things that are happening in your life. But I do think it's a really exciting subject. And I've got a book that I'll recommend in the comments below that's really helped me with this. So I'll put that down below the video. So I hope that helps you, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.